So, let us begin our discussion on our IPE, Industrial Plant Engineering. The most important part are yung machines, di ba? But, kailangan may papatungan ka ng machines. Okay? If without yung foundation ng machine mo, what will happen to your machine? Di ba? When we are talking about and studying vibrations, di ba? Every prime mover na nagpo-produce ng power, it produces vibration. Okay? And that vibration is very harmful to your machine components. Okay? That's why I impose na matuto tayo ng machine foundation. Okay? Alam mo dapat yung paggawa ng machine foundation. Although, yung machine foundation is, pinag-uusapan natin dyan yung papatungan ng machine, concrete. Meron kang concrete and then meron kang reinforcing bar. So, ibig sabihin, sir, that is for civil engineering courses. No. Dapat alam mo sa sarili mo at alam mo bilang mechanical engineer, how will you fight off yung vibration ng machine. Okay? And then, meron siyang proper na height, clearances, pagdating ng papatungan niya. Okay? So, always start with a block foundation. Okay? The most common among the foundation. Ngayon, papatungan ko dyan, kung makikita nyo doon sa ating laboratory, ang pinapatungan ng turbina natin, yung nakaangat na turbine, is a concrete rectangular block. Diba? Tapos, mga naka-bolted siya, yung bawat kanto. At may pinapatungan siya na steel plate. Under the steel plate, meron kang goma. Okay? That is what you call a damper. So, ina-absorb niyan first, absorption siya ng vibration or shock. Okay? So, in order for us to make machine foundations, the first one, or the first consideration that we will make, is to start with a rectangular block foundation. Okay? Dito ka magsisimula sa rectangular block. Okay. We note that the area on the top is the area on the bottom. Okay? So, para ka nagdo-drawing dyan, sir, na ganito, rectangular block. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, area at top is equal to the area dun sa bottom mo. Okay? Dito ipapatong yung makina sa part na ito. Dito. Okay? This is the area of the top. Ito yung area ng bottom. Okay? So, let us consider yung face niya, top view. This is the top view. And then the side view. Now, if you will consider it into a solid block, mapapansin nyo, you have a rectangular block dyan, which has a volume. And then the volume is calculable using solid mensuration. So, the volume of that foundation, total nun is, diba, ito yun, yung volume ng inyong prism or rectangular block is equal to length times width times height. Simply. Okay? Where your length and width is the area ng bottom and top. Same yun. Okay? Tapos, you will consider also the height. But, several considerations pagdating sa height depends on number one, sa weight of the machine. How many cylinders ba yung meron sa machine? Okay? Anong power yung pinoproduce ng machine? And then there is an empirical coefficient. Depending on the specifications of the machine that you will put up on your foundation. Okay? We note for the length and the width of the foundation. Okay. Okay. May consideration, it should be based on the engine. Okay? Based on engine bed plate or machine. Depende kung ano yung specified na bed plate. Ano ba yung bed plate? Yan yung steel plate na papatungan ng makina mo. Na kung saan, meron siyang mga slot pagdating sa dulo. Yung slot na yun is for the adjustments of the bolts. Okay? Whether be it laterally, longitudinally. Okay? So, meron ka rin i-consider dyan na clearance. Okay? So, if this is yung malaking rectangular nyo, tignan nyo ito, nandito. Yung malaking rectangle, itong rectangle na ito, is the foundation footing o the foundation area. Okay, yan sa sakupin niya. Yung bed plate mo, yun yung steel plate. Ito yun, nandito sa gitna. Yan. Okay? That will be the one na papatungan mo ng machine. Okay? And you should consider yung clearance. Hindi pwedeng yung bed plate mo aabot dun sa boundaries ng inyong area. Okay? So makita mo dyan, yung clearance mo is equal throughout. Para kang gumawa ng annular section. Okay? So if you will consider this, okay, tignan natin. Itong part na ito, yan yung difference between your bed plate and then your rectangular foundation. Okay? So, yan yung kanilang difference. So, the difference between the length and the width, yung equal difference is called the clearance. Okay? Clearance. And then, we say yung A is the bed plate width. Okay? Yung lapad ng bed plate mo. And then B is the bed plate length. So, in order for you to get yung length ng foundation mo, L is equal to B plus 2C. Ito yun. And then, yung width of the foundation, simply, ilan ba yan? Makikita mo din pag drawing mo. Yung width of the foundation, W, nandito lang siya. Okay? Ito yung W. Okay? Mula rito hanggang dito, okay, buray natin. Bigyan natin ng pula. Mula dito, sa part na ito is W. Tama ba? Okay? That is W. Tapos, dalawang C. So, ibig sabihin, W is equal to A plus 2C. Ganun din yung L. L is equal to B plus 2C. We note that there is a consideration pagdating ng clearance. It is 10% of the bed plate length or 1 foot. Yung ilalagay mo. 1 foot siya. Ang layo niya doon sa length. Okay? That is 1 foot. Or, it could be 12 inches. Sometimes, kapag metric, the considerations is 10 mm, 6 mm. Pero, dinidesign natin yan in English. Okay? On the Book of Fairs, okay, Virgil Moring Fairs, tsaka kay J. Potter, nakalagay doon na the consideration for your clearances should be 10% of the length or the width. And it could be also 1 foot. So, ang clearance mo dito from your length and then doon sa base ng bed plate is 1 foot. 6 inches to 12 inch. Okay? Safe yon. So, for the volume of the foundation, again, sir, ang foundation saan ba gawa yan? Sa concrete. Diba? Concrete and reinforcing bar. Okay? So, concrete, reinforcing bars. Kabilya. Yung kabilya, steel. Steel bars. Okay? So, yung concrete mo, may certain mix yan. Pag naghahalo ka, yung flooring ng bahay mo, iba ang mix nun. Yung iyong biga or the beams should have different mixes. Depende sa ilalagay mong bigat. Mas mabigat, dapat mas denser and mas makapal yung gagamitin mong bakal. Okay? The purpose of your concrete, yung semento, is for compressive forces. Counteracting compressive forces. Now, yung reinforcing bar mo, tensile naman. Okay? For bending. Kaya pinaghahalo sila sa foundation. Because your foundation, when your machine is put upon a foundation and then it moves, okay? In order to produce power, what will happen? There are vibrations. And those vibrations will be the one to have the tensile effect and then the compressive effect on the machine foundation. Okay? So, paano ba yung machine foundation natin? Again, that is length times width times height. Length of the foundation, width of the foundation, and then the height of the foundation. Now, sometimes, hindi natin ma-determine yung height ng foundation. So, gagamitin natin yung volume of the foundation. Okay? So, for actual conditions, VF is given. Okay? Determinable yung VF. Later on, makikita natin kung paano determine yung VF. That is depending on tables, okay, empirical values, and determination of the machine weight or power. Okay? So, yung height ng foundation natin can be derived from this formula. So, H is equal to VF divided by length times width. Okay? Now, for engines, okay, kung meron ka dyang engine stroke, ilang strokes ba ang engine? Okay? It could be 4-stroke, may 2-stroke. But mostly, this is 4-stroke. Okay? So, 4-stroke lang yung engine. This is from 3.2 to 4.2, depending on what will you select. Depende sa magiging calculation mo yan. But to be safe, you always design for the minimal value, 3.2, yung multiplier mo. Okay? So, that is 3.2 to 4.2 of the engine stroke. Okay, yung height niya. I-multiply mo. So, in here, we recall, di ba, sabi ko nga, that the volume of the foundation is length times width times height. But, okay, syempre, that is a solid material. Di ba? We can determine the density of your concrete. Okay, concrete is a mix of aggregate, sand, cement, and then water. Okay? So we can determine its specific weight or just the weight. Okay? So we could say that the weight of the foundation is equal to the specific weight of the foundation depending on the material or class of the concrete that you use multiplied to the volume of the foundation, which is determinable by the dimensions. Okay? So we note that yung foundation, we assume na total yan is concrete. Okay? So, for dimensions to be acceptable, ito yung gagamitin mong consideration. The first consideration is that it should be that the weight of the foundation should be greater or equal to the weight of the foundation minimum. Okay? The minimum weight of the foundation is based on an empirical value sa tables. Okay? So, or else, pwede mo naman basihan yung machine mo. Okay? The minimum weight of the foundation is equal to an empirical value, E, multiplied to the weight of the engine. Yung weight ng engine, that is the shipping weight of the engine, whether be it dry, tear, or wet. Okay? Total weight ng engine. Tapos, multiply mo na square root of the speed that it is rotating in maximum. Okay? Now, for the values of empirical coefficient E in the foundation formulas, okay, yung E, if that is single acting vertical, okay, 0.15, number of cylinder. Tapos, 2, 3, nabawasan ng ilan? Yung isa, 0.1, 0.01, yung isa, 0.02. Okay? Commonly, binibigay naman ito. Pwede nyo, hindi kabisaduhin yan. Binibigay yan. Just look up the value. Okay? Now, for the minimum weight of the foundation, again, pwede mo rin consider yung shaking forces. But mostly, the consideration is based on here. Ito po. Ito yung babasihan mo dyan. Okay? This. Okay? If that encompasses, ibig sabihin, the foundation is good. Pwede kang gumamit ng rectangular foundation. Okay? Pag tumama ka dito. Another consideration is, if the condition is, okay, yung weight ng foundation is less than that of the minimum weight required for the foundation, then necessary adjustment should be made. Kailangan meron kang i-adjust dyan. Now, kapag hindi pa rin nag-encompass dito, mas maintindihan nyo ito eh. Okay? Mas maintindihan nyo ito kapag nag-solve na tayo. Okay? So, sabi dito, in-adjust ko na yung length, in-adjust ko na yung height, in-adjust ko na rin yung width. But still, the weight of the foundation is not yet greater than or equal that of the weight of the engine. Then, if all adjustments are exhausted, sabi nga dito, lahat na ginawa mo pero ayaw pa rin. Okay? Then that is the time na hindi na rectangular yung foundation mo. Okay? It will be the time na pwede mo na siyang gawin spread-footed. Okay? Yung mga malalaking engine ang ginagawa is spread-footed. Para ano, na-spread out mo yung lateral force na ina-adjust, tinatanggap ng inyong foundation. Okay? Anong ginagawa mo? Diba, kapag ganito, ibig sabihin, yung center of gravity mo is mataas. Pero pag in-spread foot mo siya, ayan nangyari, mas stable. Okay? Kapag nakabunga ka, mas stable. Pasok talaga yun pag nakabuka ka. Diba? Yung considerations sa engine. Okay? Now, for spread footing, medyo mahirap nga lang yung calculation. Kasi ang dami mo calculate dito eh. You will calculate the entire area one side at a time. Okay? So, this will be yung spread footed pag drawing natin para siyang trapezium. Okay? Para siyang frustum o ba pyramid. Alam mo yun? Alam yung frustum o ba pyramid? Yung hinati mo yung pyramid, pakita natin. The frustum of a pyramid, what if? Okay? What if? Ito yung frustum of a pyramid. Okay. Nakita nyo? Parang tublero na hinati. Ganyan yung spread footing. Okay? Parang palda. Okay? So, one side at a time yung considerations mo dyan. Okay? Tapos, naka-indicate dito yung theta. Okay? Spread-footed, the theta is even sometimes or solvable. Okay? Minsan, binibigay yung element. Ano yung element? Yung edge. Okay? Slant height. Binibigay din yung kanyang weight, tapos yung spread footing. So, in order for you to get yung W prime, that is the total width of your foundation, that is W plus 2x. Dalawa yung x mo dito. Now, ganun pa rin naman pag tinignan mo side view. Okay, naka-rectangular pa rin siya. So, to solve for theta, ito lang, tangent theta is equal to x over h. Okay, triangle eh. Ayan ha, ilalabas natin yung triangle. This will be yung x, this will be h. Ito yung theta. Okay? Theta. Okay? Ito yung hypotenuse. Kung makikita nyo, nandito, hypotenuse to. Itong side na to. Itong x is the opposite. Katabi niya is adjacent. Okay? The total area, area of the top, is length times width since rectangular pa rin naman yung top. But, it is not equal na. Tandaan nyo to ha, area of the top is not equal to area at bottom kasi spread-footed yan eh. Hindi pwedeng mas malaki yung taas kaysa sa baba ha. Hindi pwedeng gano'n yung, yung foundation. O nga rin, nag-design ka. O, mas malaki yung taas kaysa sa baba. Eh sir, para hindi makit ng daga. Diba? Baliktad. Now, for the dimensions, for BF, kukunin mo yung area of the bases, divide by 2. Mean area of the bases, divide by 2, times height, times the length. Okay? Or, area of the top plus area of the bottom, pag alam mo na yung area ng bottom, divide mo ng 2 times the height. Average between the two. Okay? Now, if both sides are spread-footed, ito kasi, one side lang yung spread-footed. Pero pag lahat na ng side naka-spread-foot, ang haba ng calculation mo dyan. Okay? So, meron kang W, L prime, okay? Iba yun. Area ng top, area ng bottom. Ito yun. Okay? Tapos yung LM, mean. Mean length and mean width. So, L plus L prime divide by 2, WM is equal to W plus W prime divide by 2. So, VF. Okay? Volume of the foundation kapag all sides spread-footed. Pero commonly, hindi na binibigay yan. Mahaba kasi yung solving ng problem na yan. What would you expect from solving ng foundation? It's either rectangular or one-sided spread foot. Okay? One-sided spread foot. So, ito yung formula niya. Okay? Next is, for the identification of what type of concrete na gagamitin nyo. Now, kailangan, syempre, kaya ka nga gumagawa ng foundation, diba? Hindi lang yung foundation ang consideration mo. Ang consider mo also is the safety of the machines and then safety ng inyong planta. Now, to check for safety, we note that yung induced stress should be less than dun sa design. Lagi mas malaki dapat yung design mo pagdating ng stresses. Okay? Ano ba yung kailangan mong tignan pagdating ng stresses? Siyempre, titignan mo rin kung ano yung pinaglagyan mo ng iyong foundation, kung what type of soil. Okay? Ino-consider yon para sa paggawa ng bahay. Pag nagbungkal ka ng bahay, ang inaabot mong soil is yung adobe, bedrock. Tama ba? Diba? If hindi pa inaabot yung ganun, ano mangyayari? Yung bahay mo, kaya makakita ka sa bahay mo, ang lalaki ng crack. Kasi hindi inabot ng pundasyon mo yung bedrock or yung adobe. Okay? Yung bahay mo, minsan hindi pantay ang pagkakagawa. Matigas yung dito, malambot yung dito. What will happen? Kapag nabasa yun, yung malambot, lulundo yung bahay mo. Okay? Hindi mo kasi na-reach yung adobe. That's why you need to consider yung soil bearing capacity. Okay? Yung stress of the soil. Okay? Soil bearing composition or capacity divided by factor of safety. Depende on what type of soil that you have in your topography. Okay? Kung malambot yan, okay, measure natin if safe ba. If not, hukay ka pa. Okay? So, yung inyong design stress, depende yan sa type of soil. And then, yung induced stress, depende sa weight ng engine plus weight ng foundation. Again, saan nyo makukuha yung weight ng foundation? Saan nyo makukuha to? Diba dun sa specific weight ng foundation tsaka volume ng foundation. Kasi yun yung ilalagay mo sa soil eh. Diba? Oh, ang dalawang bagay pag magkapatong, ano mangyari? Yung total weight nila, diba? Total mass. Tama, diba? Oh, kapag gumagalaw, diba? O di may vibration, diba? Pero, iisa lang ang sumasalo dun. Sino counteracting? Yung soil. Diba? Oh. Kaya, that is, sino? Area ng bottom, yung pinakamalaki. Okay, AB. So, weight ng foundation plus weight ng engine divided by AB. Or, commonly ang ginagamit ko dito, 2, multiplied mo yung weight ng engine plus weight ng foundation divided by B. Okay? Yung B is the width of the foundation divided by times length. Okay? Okay. If B is less than A, ano ba yung A at B? A is the length of the, ano yung pinapatungan ng machine mo bago yung foundation? Bed plate. Tama, di ba? A is the width of the bed plate and then B is the width of the bed plate. Okay? If B is less than A, then we should say na ilat mo na lang si B equal to A. Okay? Sa bed plate mo. Now, if SI or the induced stress is greater than SD, then make necessary adjustments. Dapat yung induced stress is yung tatanggapin ng soil mo. Okay? Pag tinanggap ng soil mo, is dapat mas malaki parati yung design mo, hindi dapat maliit yun. Okay? Start from the dimensions. Palikan mo, mag-adjust ka sa dimensions. Okay? Now, estimating on the needed materials. Pwede mo rin kasing kwentahin kung magkano yung magagastos mo sa foundation. Okay? Pwede mo kwentahin yun. Kunwari, ito yung number of cement sacks na mayroon ako. Magkano ang semento? 200 pesos. Gagastos ako ng 99 sacks of cement. Isang kubikometro or isang truckload, isang elf load, tinatawag nila sa construction. Isang elf load of sand is 3,000 pesos. Gravel is half of the sand. So magkano na? 4,500. Okay? 99 sacks times 200. Plus reinforcing bar. Ang reinforcing bar kasi is per 10 feet. Okay? Ilan ang magagamit mo? O kung yung 10 feet, meron kang size na 12, ano pwede mong ma-measure? Yung weight. Diba? Makakuha ka ng volume eh. May length, meron kang size. Meron ka ring density ng steel. Ano bang density ng steel? Kung tandaan nyo pa, 7,850 kilogram per cubic meter or 0.285 pound per cubic foot. Handa pa? Per cubic inch. That is the density of steel. Eh, hindi tinuturo yan. Eh, anong density ng water? Sige nga. 1,000 kg per liter. Correct yun. Okay? So, ganun lang kadali ang foundation. But there are certain classes. Okay? If sinabing gagamitin mo si AA, first class yun, si AA. Okay? Matibay yan. So, 1 cement bag per 1.5 cubic foot. Okay? Ang gravel mo is 3 cubic foot. Okay? Kuwari, isang semento, ang halo mo, 3 kubiko, talampakan ng sand. Yung bato, ito. Okay? Tapos yung reinforcing steel bar, i-compute mo na lang yun after mo magawa yung weight ng foundation. Kasi empirical pa rin yun. Almost parang 1% to 2% ang reinforcing steel bar ng total ng foundation weight. Okay? So, ini-indicate to. Sir, kailangan bang kabisado ko to? Di ba sinabi ko sa inyo, pag naka-table, huwag nyo kabisaduhin. Okay? Binibigay yan. Pero commonly, pag sinabi dyan na ordinary or common, ito yung common. 1 to 4. 1 to 4 is common. Kahit saan yan. Flooring, footing, biga, 1 to 4 yan. Yan ang alam ng mga foreman natin. Pag sinabing ganyan, o di isang semento, meron kang 2 kubiko feet ng sand. And then, 4 na parte ng gravel. Tapos, i-compute mo na yung water dyan. Later on, makikita nyo kung paano. We note that, ibig sabihin, 1 cement bag needs 7 gallons of water by standard. 7 galon ng tubig, isang semento. So, ibig sabihin, 1, 2, 4, 7. Okay? 7 gallons. I-convert mo na lang sa cubic feet. Diba? 7 gallons. So, 7.481 gallons, 1 cubic foot. Tama? Ganun yung pag-select dyan. And remember that the density of your concrete, yung buo na. Halo-halo, semento, sand, gravel. Okay? Sir, bakal kasama. Hindi pa. Yung semento lang yan. So that is 2406 kg per cubic meter. Or that is equal to 150 pound per cubic foot. Okay? Okay. Now, for the yield, ibig sabihin yung total weight ng inyong materials, okay? Absolute volume of the materials. Okay? Ano ba yung absolute volume? So, every cubic feet ng material, meron kang isang bag ng semento. Tama? So, that is the absolute volume of materials. Wari, meron akong 3 semento, okay? Or dalawang bag ng semento. O, ilang gravel yun? Sa 1, 2, 4. O, 4 times 2, 8. Okay? Kung meron naman ako ng sand, so ibig sabihin, 2 bag ako ng semento, 4 na sand. O ilang galon ng tubig, 2 semento. 14, diba? Ganun lang kadali yun. Naging komplikado lang kapag di kayo marunong mag-simplify. Okay? Now for the absolute volume of the materials, yung specific weight of the materials, okay, ano ba specific weight of the materials? Yung concrete. Okay, that is specific weight niya. Divide by SG nung material times water na gagamitin mo. Okay? So, for C, as is yun, 1 bag of cement. For sand and gravel, include their proportion to be multiplied by their density. Okay? Pakita ko sa inyo on the solving part. Then, the number of bag of cement equal to volume of the foundation divided by yield para makompute mo yung bags of cement na kailangan. Okay? Ang usapan natin dito is sa water na. Okay? Water na. Ang hinahanap is the bag of cement. So, for volume, ay volume of sand, proportion of sand times the bag of cement. Eh, para makancel mo kasi nandito yan. Oh, bag of cement. Multiply mo yun nandito. Dito. Okay? Ganun din yung sa G. Sa water, we know that 11 gallons of water per bag of cement times bag of cement. So, tubig. Galon ng tubig ang makikita natin dyan. For reinforcing steel bars, weight of the reinforcing steel bar is equal to 0.5 to 1%, parang sinasabi ko kanina. Pero this time, parang ginagamit nila 1% to 2%. Okay? Of the weight of the foundation. Okay? So, much better if we will be given a problem set. Okay? So, that will be yung discussion ng machine foundation. Okay? So, let us take a break.